Elections Commission announces the date for the local council elections. According to the Elections Commission, local council elections will be held on the 2nd of February 2012. President of the Elections Commission, Fuad Tawfiq, said that the date for the election was decided after considering the rights of the candidates and the legal formalities to be completed before the elections. Candidature for the local council elections will officially be open on the 21st of November. On the 14th of October, President Mohamed Nasheed issued a decree on determining the administrative constituencies of Maldives. Following the decree, a total of 184 administrative constituencies are announced, and Adwetol was included as a city. Local Council Elections Act says the number of members to each constituency will be decided by the population of the islands in the respective constituency. Over 1,000 people are estimated to be elected as council members. According to the latest statistics of the Elections Commission, there are over 200,000 eligible voters. Commonwealth Secretary-General Kamalesh Sharma pays a courtesy call on President Mohamed Nasheed. The meeting was held at the President's office. Discussions at the meeting were held on a range of issues, including the recent political developments in the country and the way forward in strengthening democracy in Maldives. President Nasheed noted that the Commonwealth engaged with Maldives during its democratic process and thanked the Commonwealth for all its assistance. He also spoke on the challenges that Maldives face in consolidating democracy and explored ways that the Commonwealth could further assist Maldives, especially in building the civil society sector and the judiciary. Secretary-General Sharma emphasized the need to put forward national interests ahead of political interests. He also congratulated Maldives for winning a seat at the UN Human Rights Council. Maldivian Vice President Dr. Muhammad Wahid, Special Envoy of the President Ibrahim Hussein Zaki, Advisor on Political Affairs Hussein Afif, Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Ahmad Shahid, High Commissioner for the United Kingdom Dr. Farhanaz Faisal, and Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Hawla Ahmad Didi also attended the meeting. Kamalesh Sharma arrived in Maldives on the 16th of October. During his two-day visit, Sharma will meet the Speaker of Parliament, Chief Justice, Foreign Minister, Chairperson of MDP and Leader of DRP. Commonwealth Secretary-General Kamalesh Sharma says Maldivians should be proud of the transition to multi-party democracy, which the country has achieved in the recent years. Briefing the press on his two-day visit, Commonwealth Secretary-General Sharma said that there are many challenges yet to overcome in order to strengthen democracy in Maldives, and assured that Maldives will continue to receive assistance from the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth Secretary-General Kamalesh Sharma called on to President Mohamed Nasheed on Sunday. He also met with the Cabinet Ministers, Speaker of the Parliament, Chief Justice and the leaders of MDP and DRP. Briefing the media on the meetings, Kamalesh Sharma said that discussions were held on areas in which the Commonwealth can assist Maldives in strengthening the foundation of multi-party democracy. He noted that the Commonwealth closely worked with the government of Maldives with the democratic reform initiated by the former President Maumoon Abdul Qayyum and built by the current President Mohamed Nasheed. However, he said that there are still challenges to strengthen the function of three branches of the government. To overcome these challenges, he said Commonwealth will assist Maldives in adopting the Commonwealth Latimer House Principles. Latimer House Principles defines the relationship between the branches of the government.
Maldives is, of course, a signatory to these principles. In this regard, we can be a partner by sharing the vast knowledge we have in the Commonwealth from many countries that have experienced similar challenges. We are also prepared to provide experts who can guide the executive and legislature in making their respective roles clear and transparent.
Secretary-General of the Commonwealth also noted that Commonwealth will extend assistance to Maldives in developing local governance.
Likewise, in association with the Commonwealth Local Government Forum, or CLGF, we are ready to offer assistance in the area of local government reform, including any capacity building that may be required following local elections.
Speaking on the issue of climate change, Commonwealth Secretary-General announced that a high-level meeting will be held in early 2011 to discuss on ways to extend help to vulnerable and developing small island nations.
Before we go ahead with further news, I would like to make a correction. Before I read that According to the Elections Commission, local council elections will be held on the 2nd of February 2012. The correct date is 5th of February 2011. President Mohammad Nasheed inaugurates the Maldives Post Building and launches its cargo services at a function held this morning. A new stamp set on the theme of climate change spreading the awareness was also issued at today's function. The stamp set was released by visiting Commonwealth Secretary General Kamalesh Sharma. Speaking at the function, President Nasheed noted that postal service is one of the oldest services in the country and that the service has reached a number of achievements. Stressing the importance of postal service, the President said transfer of goods and passengers from one place to another is paramount for the country's development. Secretary General Kamalesh Sharma also spoke at the function. He commended the government's role in creating global awareness on climate change issues. Other speakers include the Managing Director of Maldives Post, Shazli Shafiq, Director Salwa Shafiq and Deputy Director Abdullah Wahid. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon says widespread economic uncertainty and fiscal austerity should not be excuses to do less, rather they are reasons to do more. He made this statement in his message on the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. The theme for this year's International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, Working Together Out of Poverty, highlights the need for a truly global anti-poverty alliance, one in which both developed and developing countries participate actively. The International Day for the Eradication of Poverty has been observed every year since 1993, when the General Assembly, by Resolution 47/196, designated this day to promote awareness of the need to eradicate poverty and destitution in all countries, particularly in developing countries, a need that has become a developmental priority. At the Millennium Summit, world leaders committed themselves to cutting by half by the year 2015 the number of people living in extreme poverty, people whose income is less than $1 a day. However, with just 4 years remaining to reach that goal, war, economic and natural disasters have made this a tough trial. Today, more than half the world's working population is in vulnerable employment. They lack formal work arrangements and social security, and often earn too little to provide for their families, let alone climb the ladder of economic opportunity. The global economic crisis has further pushed an estimated 64 million into poverty, and unemployment is up by more than 30 million since 2007. Even in Maldives, a relatively non-significant nation when it comes to poverty statistics, has seen a recent surge in the number of people below the poverty line. This is especially dangerous to a small island state like Maldives, which relies mainly on import for even basic food, and it is vulnerable to poverty despite it being relatively less at the moment. Maldives needs to find self-sufficiency to ensure that the poverty statistics remain low. Last month at the Millennium Development Goals Summit in New York, world leaders agreed on an action agenda to intensify the global poverty fight. Despite encouraging advances in many corners of the globe, hundreds of millions of people still live in appalling conditions, lacking even the most basic services. Addressing the global job crisis is central to changing this picture, to defeating poverty, strengthening economies, and building peaceful and stable societies.